Hi video diary, how you doing? I've not done this in a long time. Oh my goodness, a lot has been going on these days. There is a family member who is coming in who has not been around for a long time, so that's what's been happening. That's what has been happening. You know, I speak so fast, and I have been partaking in like organizing for this family member, so that has taken up some of my time. I'm happy to do it. And now the festivities are coming around, and the whole time I'm telling myself, Anita, please control your mouth. Control your mouth. Try to have time to yourself. And the reason why I'm saying control your mouth, I don't want to talk to people who are unpleasant. I don't want to talk to people whose idea of me is already negative. I'm just not going through that this time. I'm 30 years old, for heaven's sake. I'm 30 years old. I should have learned lessons, and I don't want to forget. I don't want to learn lessons and then forget them. You know, there's that thing of learning lessons and then you forget the lesson that you learned. I better not forget all the pain that I've gone through. Not that I want to hold a grudge, but I don't want to make the same mistakes twice. That's kind of my vibe. And a few things have been going on, and I got a product that I have been waiting for a long time, and that is, drum roll please, hydrogen peroxide. Let me see if the camera can get it. Let me see. I don't know if the camera got it, but this is hydrogen peroxide, and it is good for teeth whitening, cheap version. And you have to mix it in water, and I did mix it, but I think mine has more hydrogen peroxide than there needs to be. Yeah, I'm trying to whiten my teeth with hydrogen peroxide. This can bleach your skin. As you already know, I'm already bleaching my skin. I mean, I love what my skin looks like. This is what I always wanted. Let me reintroduce the products that I'm using. For skin bleaching, I'm using this. It's called Popo. And I'm also using this. It's called Carolite. So I am happy with the results. But just so you know, there is a way you can use hydrogen peroxide to bleach your skin. It's not going to be this girl. Will I maybe put a little bit of hydrogen peroxide in my sponge when cleaning myself? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe not. And this is going to be super embarrassing, but I've already embarrassed myself on my video diaries. I embarrass myself all the time. So I have not been a good flosser my whole life. I was not raised in a culture of flossing teeth. When they tell you that Africa is behind civilization, it's not false. So I am planning on being a more regular flosser. So I have held on to these flossers for a long time, and now I'm going to try and be a regular flosser of my teeth. I'm not ashamed to admit the truth, if it's the truth according to my situation. And that's not the only thing. I'm planning, you see, I had this old hair, but I'd forgotten about it. I'll be adding a little bit of pink hair to my purple, a little bit, just to spice things up. So that's going to be happening. And wait for it, my little beautiful girl, you guys can see the pregnancy bulge. She is still very alive. I don't think the person that wanted to kill her is killing her anymore. I don't think they'll kill her, because I talked to people and the situation was, you know, mitigated. But she's still very pregnant. Do you see how pregnant she is, guys? Look at her shape. Her little boobies are coming out. See the little boobies and stuff. So she's heavily pregnant, and very soon we're going to have some kittens. So there's a cool thing. I don't know for how long she'll let me hold her, but yeah, that's what's been going on. The next thing that I want to, how have I been doing? I have been doing as good as I can, actually. and I've not been doing YouTube live because I've been struggling with malaria. Yes, I've been sick with malaria. Excuse me. Today was my first I think my first healthy day was today, because eventually I had like pounding headaches and all that stuff. Today was my first healthy day, and I wanted to go on YouTube live, but I don't have internet. I don't have Wi-Fi right now, so can't go back on live yet until I have enough data to go on live. I think like worth like 10,000 shillings, which is like $3. So until then, I am not going to be on YouTube live. I miss YouTube live. Oh my goodness, I miss being on YouTube live. But I won't be there for a while. And what else has been going on? My feelings. I am not doing very badly when it comes to my feelings, my mood. Oh my goodness. My feelings, my mood, the hormones that are being released in my bloodstream. And if you've not noticed, yes, I have read about feelings, mood, hormones, emotions. I have read a little bit about it, but I think I need to read more. And all of them are both voluntary and involuntary, but this is not a biology class, so I'm not going to go into depth about them. But yes, I have read about them. I am a little bit more educated, and mine have been doing their best. I did get some triggering moments. So let me tell you guys, there's another thing that's going on that triggered me actually. There is a family member who does not like me whatsoever. Like, ugh, I probably disgust this person. So they are having an event. I'm not even going to go into detail, because why should I talk about the event? Like, that's rude. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, I was not invited by that family member, and I know the family member did not want me there. So I made it easy, because everybody else was like, you should come, you should come, you should come. But I know they don't like me, so why should I be there? So I'm like, ah. So I decided I'm not going. So even if other people want me there, that's not the important thing. The important thing is that the owner of the thing, of the ceremony, does not want me there. And I don't want to be somewhere I'm not wanted. Even if the majority want me there, the person, the owner, the celebrant doesn't want me there. And come on, I have a better life than to live it trying to be in places where I'm not wanted. So I'm not going there. And a lot of people are trying to force me into it, trying to force me into it. But I'm glad I've stood my ground. I have thought about it. I thought about it and thought about it and thought about it and thought about it. And I'm standing my ground. There is no need for me to be there. Hi video diary. Hi, how are you guys doing? I have decided to go to the event that I was talking about in my previous video diary. Because if one thing, I might be a weak, I don't know if I'm a weak person or not. I don't know. That is something that is going to be discovered as time goes on. I don't know if I'm a weak human being. But if one thing narcissists want you to do is to not have fun. Narcissists want you to be isolated by yourself and not have fun. And I realized that if you give a narcissist this much power, they have succeeded. They have absolutely succeeded. And you know how you take what do they call that thing? Uno reverse. You take that Uno reverse whatever it is, and just go to the event. At the end of the day, they did not invite me, but it's a family event. My dad wants me to be there. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I don't have to let one person whose target I am, whose insecurities are projected upon myself, to kind of like. So if I let them succeed, does that mean I've learned anything? From all the readings I do, from all the character building I do, from all the deep breaths I do, I feel like, let me go to this event. Fuck them. Fuck how they feel. Let me go to this event, enjoy myself, and come back. That's it. Period. And also, this Christmas, This Christmas I gave you my heart. That's not the point. I'm not about to get a copyright claim here. Anyway, this Christmas I am going to do my best to stay out of trouble with family members, to shut my mouth around people that don't appreciate me, and mind my business as much as I can. So basically, shut my mouth and mind my business as much as I can. Be in my room as much as I can. Don't talk as much as I can. So that is what I'm doing this Christmas. Zipping it. So yeah, that is what's going on. That's so far what's going on in my mind. I am officially a little bit smaller. Like I lost some weight, you guys. Now, you know what? The camera always makes me look bigger than I am, but I did lose some weight. I am grateful for the weight that I lost. I love the way my face looks. I love the way my skin tone looks. I love the way my brain feels. I love how my emotional intelligence is getting even better. I recently went to a neighbor's house, and let me tell you, this man was complaining about his wife like crazy, like complaining too much, feeling too angry and complaining too much. Eventually, when I talked to this person, I realized it was because he was overworked. Like when you're working too much and then the hormones get the best of you and you get exhausted and start picking unnecessary fights. When I talked to him after he had cooled down, I realized I am right. I am very emotionally intelligent and I'm proud of it. And I hope that I continue to become more emotionally intelligent. Oh my goodness. Here's the thing. So this person that I know does not like me. So many people, like, you know, sometimes when someone doesn't like you, you think you're like, you have to look into yourself. You have to do some introspection and be like, am I the problem? Am I the problem? But come to find out, I'm actually not the problem. I'm protecting myself from somebody that other people cannot even protect themselves from. Like, a lot of people come to me complaining about this particular person, and I was like, I thought I was the problem, but I'm not, apparently, because then if I am the problem, why is everybody who comes close to you complaining about you if I am the problem? You guys get it? So I think I had gone too far in my brain as far as, should I get estranged from my family? Should I get estranged? Because that's an extreme case. You know, some people get estranged, but no, that's not necessary. I'm actually no. I have accountability. Like, there are things that, of course, I have mental illness, so I did not even know I had mental illness. I've grown up with mental illness. I was terrible when I was a child. I was a terrible human being as a child. Not because I wanted to be terrible, but because my emotions, my what's that thing called? Not emotions. I have very little serotonin in my brain, and try living with very little serotonin in your brain. You will see how you will burst out of anger and extreme emotions. I was not a good kid growing up. I was definitely not a good kid. But that's not my fault. That's the one thing I have to tell myself every day. That's not my fault. That's not my fault. So I was not a good person to this person for a long time. But now I don't want to hold it against myself, take it to my grave. No. I'm free, but I choose to keep a distance either way. Because these days, sometimes I look at some of the behavior and I'm like, this has nothing to do with me. This has nothing to do with you. Because if I'm the bad person, why are you nasty to other people who are not me? You get it? So yeah, I know this video will not make sense because you guys don't know the person I'm talking about. I am not supposed to talk about the person I'm talking about because this is my life. I'm choosing to make it public. I'm choosing to make my life public. I am not supposed to make other people's lives public who choose to stay private. You know what I'm saying? So when I look back at this video, I will know what I'm talking about. But I'm sorry if you don't get it. But it's part of having a video diaries. And may I never forget lessons learned. May I never forget the lessons I've learned. May I never forget the pain I've gone through. May I never forget the lessons I've learned. Amen. Amen. That was it for my video diary. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've learned something from my video diary. Until the next one, cheerio. And obviously the classic kisses. Mwah.